Rhino Nation! We're here! We are back, people! We are back! And this time it is in the No Dip League, NDL Feather Division. Finally, we're back in some league action. It's been a long several months for us, well, for everybody, with everything going on. But we have decided to go ahead and join forces with some other friends of ours. So we have some new faces this season. We also have some old new faces, I'll call them, just because we've been busy upgrading for the past several months. Yeah, this is my 13 now. Look at this, drum solo I have named her. And what do I got here? I got some trees. I did get a brand new tree. Look at that, a new nice little Christmas tree down here. Trying to gather all of my items. Unfortunately, I've missed out on some stuff, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to get the old RC. She's only at 22. She's just a little baby yet. Trying to get those last late upgrades going. And have you guys checked out this cool thing? That is cool. I might have to just go in. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, here we are, NDL. This time it was Red Rhinos versus Excellent Gaming. And let's just go ahead and go right into it and see what happened, all right? Oh! Defeat our first L of the season. That's how we're going to start it off. We had kind of a rough go here, I'm not going to lie. Again, we've got a lot of new faces. We're, getting used to each other. And, just getting used to these new Town Hall levels as well. So they did a great job. You can see that they managed to get 3 of our 13s and left a couple of our 12s up. And unfortunately, we were not able to clear the 11s. So we had a couple of 11s up, and we're only able to get, it looks like 3 of the 12s, I believe, and no Town Hall 13. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the attacks today. We'll get a couple of, are we going to get a few new things? I think a few of the new things. You're able to use now 2 super troops, which is really cool. We do have one of the cool log roller, or whatever that new little guy's called. We're going to do, I think 2 attacks that we're watching have that. And they had some really cool attacks as well. So maybe I'll end up doing a video on some of our bases once I realize which ones we have, have burned and need to basically ditch. Because they had some really cool attacks. I'm loving all these new ideas. So let's go ahead and see what happened here. Let's check out. Did we have any 6-packers? I believe we had a few Town Hall 11s. Let's see, we had Olympus killing it, aka Hoodie, and then we had M coming in with 6-packs. So those were our only 6-packers, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at their 2 hits, and we might as well go ahead and look at theirs first. Those are down on the Town Hall 11s, so let's go ahead and start with number 7, Olympus. What does he have for us? And it is the Magic Witches, but there we go. Look at that. We got the old log roller. I like to call it the steamroller, the way that thing comes in. So he's going to go ahead and start off with some bolts. And just like the normal thing that we've seen when you're using either the siege barracks with wall breaker or the wrecker, he's going to go ahead and take care of those infernos first with the bolt quake, and then come in from over in the corner here. I'll try to not move the screen too much. But he's got his, lean with his golem, a couple witches over in the corner, and then you see down here at the bottom. So that must mean he's going to put the old machine right in the center here. Let's see what happens. Witches behind. All right, good old king's coming in. Might as well send in the queen, the warden. Sure, and here it comes. Look at that thing. It is so slow. But I love how it just keeps wrecking the walls. Now, I think it's a little bit trickier sometimes with Town Hall 12 just because it ends up activating the Town Hall. But look at how cool that is. It just carves the way. I'm not going to say caves. Just carves the way, opens up for the witches. So, because it is so slow, and he had it all tanked from all the skellies, he is able to, without using additional super wall breakers or a jump, just pulverize those walls and leave it open for the witches to just do some havoc. And you can see he's got some good Good flanking over here on the right-hand side on the bottom, which is where he needs. His top side kind of faded out a little bit. And then, oh, Baby Dragon took a hit right in the kisser with the, with the mine. But, you know, as long as you have a couple witches, and you can see he's got 1, 2, 3, I think 5, 6, 7 witches left. Pretty soon, look at all the skellies. I mean, it's just going to be crazy, and there's nothing stopping this. Even though he has to go all the way back there to get that storage, he's going to be just fine. So good job to you, Woody, with this one. Fresh hit here on number 17 with some witches and the new siege machine. So cool. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and move it up. Let's move on up to M, who happened to have a 6-pack as well, and let's see what he used. He also used the witches, but you see here, he's got the super wall breakers that he brought as well, and the siege barracks. He likes to use witches and bowlers. That's just his deal, and it works out great for him. So let's go ahead and see how he does this. Of course, getting the bolts placed just right so that he can get the most value out of the quake and the bolts as well. And he has no problem taking out those infernos. That can be tricky sometimes, you know, because you try to get a little bit too greedy and get other other defenses and end up missing that inferno, which is a killer. But you can see what he does is he puts the witches down, then followed by the bowlers behind, just to clear out everything. That's a great funnel going. And here he's going to go ahead and send in one super wall breaker right there. Does it miss the eagle? Oh, I think he gets in there. Yes, he does. Just in time. He sends in the other one. And here come his witches. So he's got a baby dragon on the bottom, and then of course with the siege barracks over there at 9 o'clock, he's got all the wizards plus the P.E.K.K.A tanking, and pretty soon he will have his hogs coming in. Now you see he's having a little bit of a problem here because he put his poison maybe too shallow so that he didn't really have the super minions. But no problem, the witches and the queen are in the center, so they'll go ahead and take care of that. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. See what we've got. Move the screen just a tad. Yeah, we've got plenty of witches on the outsides as well as the inside, but if I remember right, let's see, does it get dicey here at the end? I can't remember. No, it's looking just fine. He's got no problem. It was one of his other attacks that I remember toward the end. I wasn't sure if he was going to save the ability or not, but looks good, and he's got ourselves at 3 stars, so that was another one. I think he was one of the first ones to attack, and this one may have been early on in the war. So good job to UM. Way to go. So those are our 2 Town Hall 11s that we're going to look at. Let's go ahead and move up and check out a couple of the 12s. And it's really cool because we have 3 different attacks, which is nice to have 3 different types of attacks for you to look at. So Blade, one of our new guys here at Town Hall 12, let's go ahead and see what he's got. Now I like this. Hogs. And look at that, 3 super wizards for a funnel. Now I tried to do a super wizard for one of my funnels as well. And you know, you really don't think about it, but sometimes, like, you could see he's got that one wizard right there. He's able to take out a couple buildings, but if you can find some chain value, even at the 10 space for them, it's pretty good. Now look at that. He must have had some idea that it was just going to be a complete trap right there with all of the... I mean, you can't even see what's going on in there. He's got 3 ice golems that he put down, followed by the super wizards to make sure that he can get in there and take care of business. And watch just how far he gets in there. It's almost like a mini kill squad here with the ice golems, and he's got the Yeti. It's late in the day. That's what happened. But look at how he carved that out, and then here come all of his hogs. So he's coming right across, and he watch where he puts the slammer. It's gonna come. Okay, so his hogs kind of take a little bit of a beating there. All right, fine, because you see that he did send his warden in with his kill squad. So that's the only tricky part right there. Takes the bomb tower. It was close because he was gonna have to go right against the king. But not to worry, he cruised in there, yes, with a headhunter. So the headhunter did some damage over there, and look at how awesome this slammer does, coming up behind to just take out everything. I mean, how much health is left? It's still got plenty of health. It's not even going to open until the very end here. Now, he does have this gold mine way over here, but thank goodness he's got the wizards, and of course he has those max hogs, and look, they end up going over to that side because they still have to pick up the inferno. So now you're thinking, oh boy, does he have enough gas over on the right-hand side? Let's see, he's got that. He still has a heal left. Oh yeah, there's no problem here. Great job, Blade, by you. And this was a fresh hit too, so way to open up the 12s. This was our first 12 hit. Comes in, gets 3-star. Good job to you. Alright, so that was a hog attack. Kind of a little kill squad hogs, which I thought was cool. And let's just go ahead and check out Styx. What does he do here? AKA Chase. Super witches. Okay, so we did have, I don't think it was on this base, and maybe it was. Yeah, actually he did. We had one guy attack this base first with super witches. He came in completely different though. So let's go ahead and see how Chase did. And we actually talked this through on voice, and once he kind of explained it through, I thought, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I like the idea of the super witches right here. So let's see how he does this. Here he comes. He uses, look at that, for part of his funnel. He uses the bolts right there. So that's the one side of his funnel, because then his warden only has to take out those couple things before he goes over to the side. So here he comes, siege barracks right down in the center, and on the side there. He's got his queen coming in, and here they come. The super witches just cracked me up with these huge skeletons. Look at that, coming in. Going to, and look at that too. You don't always see people add the loons in there to make sure to take out the SAMs for the healers, but he does it, and he does a great job with that. Now again, he's got to try to deal with these super minions, but he knows that he has the queen in there. Luckily he goes through, just takes down the town hall, no problem. And look at this nice backside jump. He did kind of change us up kind of at the very end of where he was going to come in from, and decided, you know, that he would be just fine taking that one jump there and then the super wall breakers instead, and it worked out perfectly. You can see he's still cruising through. How many guys do we have left here? We've got a couple big super witches left. Now those big skellies, they take forever, but you see he's got a couple minions down on the backside to help bring them around. Come on guys, let's get going. Keep it moving, keep it moving. His hogs already died out on the backside. They took just a little bit too much damage, but he's got plenty of time. He still has a freeze, he still has his ability, and you see how patient he is. That can be tricky sometimes when you're trying to figure out where to put those other cleanup troops as your troops are kind of walking around, but he does a real nice job. So let's go ahead and speed that up because it's looking pretty good. I love how he waited on the freeze there just to make sure that he was going to be able to cover that inferno to go in there. So good job to you, Chase. Well done. And I think that was the second hit on that base, so good job. Let's finish it up, going up one more with Hoodie coming in with his Town Hall 12. Oh yeah, he's got some witches, and look at that, 5 super wizards. I love those things. And then he's got the old log roller. Come on, why not? Let's finish it off with a couple new troops. Why not? So here he goes. He knows he needs to do a couple of the infernos with his bolt quake, so he's going to take out that right side, and then he's going to take out the bottom side. And that must mean that he's going to have to take on that eagle. He does want to try to get to the eagle as soon as he can. Of course, when you're doing this attack, I like to try to get in there pretty quick. I did do an attack on this one, and now I'm trying to remember what in the world I was going to do, but no, I didn't. This was a fresh hit, so good job to you. I know I was looking at this one earlier. But look at how he lays down the witches there, and then the super wizards right behind. Now, they did kind of take some damage there because of the... Look at that. If you zoom in, you can see that it took out quite a few of his super wizards. So they really didn't do a ton of work at the beginning, but look at the logs just rolling right through there, opening up the compartment right to the eagle, all the way to the town hall, and it still has like half health left. So he's looking pretty good. It's starting to kind of peter out a little bit up at the top. So let's just see how he does. He's rolling in. Rolling. He's getting close. Slowly but surely trying to take down the town hall. And here comes the P.E.K.K.A. and the Ice Golem. He just has the queen on the bottom side. He does have her ability yet. Oh boy. King's coming in. Boy, is he going to use his ability? Come on, use the ability. Oh my gosh, she's got a sliver yet. Ow! Oh my gosh, that was close. I do not remember seeing this live, but man, that giant bomb comes up. He almost took her down, but look at this. He's got a P.E.K.K.A, he's got the Warden, he's got the King, the Queen. So that's all he has left to try to take all this down, but he does have a Loon. So let's see what he does with that Loon. Ideally, I think he wants to kind of wait until that AD is down. And the Archer Tower is distracted so that he can just bring the Loon in from the backside. There he goes. Archer Tower is distracted, and the Loon comes in to help save the day, because as soon as that Loon takes that down, then he should be just fine, and good job to you. You can see he's still got a poison in the bag. No problem. So good job, Hootie. That is it. We've got 5 attacks. Again, we did not have a Town Hall 13, but I have to congratulate Excellent Gaming. I mean, they did a great job. They got a 57. Very well done. They had some really nice hits on our 13s. So good job to you guys. I wish you the best of luck. And I look forward to bringing on a few recaps from the old NDL Feather Division. It is a 4-6-10 this season, so look forward to being with everybody again. Unfortunately today I had to do this one solo, but we will have some of our buddies on in the coming weeks for the war recaps with me. So that's it for this week, guys. Again, this was week 1. We're on season 8 of NDL, and I will see you again soon. See you next time. Peace.